think the key to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals is 17 partnerships for the goals. But I want to look at how we can include visually impaired and hearing impaired as some of the most creative people in the whole of the UN SDGs, and particularly around those that can do with saving the planet. Let's look at a project called Reclaim the Green, Reclaim the Nature. Let's ask for you if you'd like to get involved. What we're going to show you is what we're doing at St Vincent's, rewilding the grounds, and how our children's innovation are looking at the new ideas and the new concepts that can be included. But you know what? How do we take our voice outside of this school? How do we take it wider out into the community? We're going to ask your involvement. Let's look at Reclaim the Green.
Hi, I'm Mr Swanson, Vice Principal at St Vincent's School, and as part of the children's curriculum we take part in a wide range of horticulture activities. We have students who are Duke of Edinburgh students, Scout students, and many of our students engage in the Royal Horticultural Society's campaign for school gardening, and the students are going to take you around the school grounds now to show you some of the activities they get involved with.
Hi, my name is James, I'm a Silver DV student. I love Grow Wild and growing our own trees. This is our own beech tree, grown from seed.
Hi, my name is Abian and I enjoy growing lots of fruits and vegetables. I'm also the St Vincent's RHS Young Gardeners Award in 2020. I like growing carrots, potatoes, garlic, pepper and all other fruits and vegetables. Sometimes we make soup, we take it to our own park run, which we actually did a couple of months ago.
Behind us is a new project that we're working on, which will be developed for our brand new butterfly meadow.
We are going to attract lots of butterflies.
Reclaim the Green is to do something for the environment.
We want you to get involved.
Our aims are carbon reduction, employment and sustainable action.
How can we do our bit? We've thought of and created a simple carbon filter unit. These units work by air pressure and go onto the front of a car. These are changed after a certain amount of miles and are disposable, collectible and recyclable. These are to be made to be dropped off at garages, and once they've been recycled, a new unit is attached to the car. Not only do these create jobs for associated businesses, they provide education, healthy living and community spirit.
Another idea we had was using the sea, putting solar panels in, which would be connected to a kinetic generator, which would send electricity to the national grid, and in turn that would create cleaner energy, better health and more chances for employment.
These are our ideas, but we want your ideas as well. Let's work together.
The challenge is to take these ideas all your ideas into full production.
So you've seen some of the things we're doing in St Vincent's and how we're seeking to share that outwards. But you've also seen those who are bringing ideas in that we can also share outwards. So what's the next step? How are we working with our local communities and how are we sharing those ideas beyond? How are we being those mustard seeds and those agents of change?
Hi, my name is David Roberts and I have been working with St Vincent's School for just about a year now on sustainability and ecology projects. Obviously the environment, climate change, ecology around the world, it's a super important issue and people are becoming more and more aware of what's happening. In September 2020 for Global Goals Week, I went on a journey across the UK to find best practice in the environment, to see what's happening from the very north of the UK in Shetland to the very south, the Isles of Scilly, and I met wonderful people and projects and initiatives and learned so many ideas about what we can do to tackle these ecological and climate issues that we have. The idea is to bring these best practices from around the UK, from the Journey of Hope, into St Vincent's School as an environmental hub. And with the children from St Vincent's School, we will implement these projects and we will find out what works here, what doesn't quite work, how we can adapt, how we can modify, and then we will have a blueprint for what works in schools. Once we have that, once we've successfully brought together the people, the places, the projects, and we've tested, we have the blueprint, we will then roll that out to schools in Liverpool, in the UK, and also across the world. So St Vincent's really has a unique place because of its philosophy, because of its work already on the Sustainable Development Goals and the environment, and we can really make an impact, bring VI and HI children into these projects, and let's not forget that they are a neglected voice, and we can have their input and roll it out across the country.
Well, it's wonderful to be here at St Vincent's. I'm Richard Scott, I'm Director of the National Wildflower Centre for the Eden Project, but we've got a great long history of working in Liverpool and being creative with wildflowers. So what we'd love to do is just show how creative you can be. So we had a wonderful project which linked Liverpool and Manchester, and out of that, which came from Everton Park, which initially seemed like a joke, somebody said, "Oh, we're the Northern Flower House now." And we took that to heart and we thought, what a great way of linking people, particularly across the north. But I mean, what does the north mean? It's like the northern hemisphere. It's actually quite a big term. So we're really excited to find, kindred souls in terms of sparks, in terms of what we can do in showing that nature and people are a real special part of culture. The way nature and people link together is about culture, and cultivation and agriculture is actually part of that story. So the wonderful thing about the icon of the sower and what you can do with seed, everybody uses seed as a great metaphor, but the truth is why they do that is it's what can come from a seed, and we can create vast areas in and around personal spaces, bigger spaces that can really make people sit up and think what is possible. So that's why I'm thrilled, to be part of this wonderful connection in terms of ideas and where we can push the barriers and plant seed. That's what we would like to do.
Welcome to Springfield Park. Chips are crucial to bringing collaboration to our parks. We are presently working with St Vincent's School and Alderhay Innovation Hub to create a truly inclusive, innovative and accessible park for all our visitors.
My name's Joel Ashton and I've spent the last 15 years designing and installing habitats for wildlife throughout the UK. Now, St Vincent's School is a fantastic school and it's a pioneering school because it has won not one but 2 awards for its excellence in special education. Now, when I first saw the school and saw what they were getting up to and how the students were creating wildlife habitats, I thought it was absolutely fantastic and quite an endearing story. So I was only too keen to get involved and help them. Now, as part of their Rewild the Green, Rewild the Nature initiative, they are looking to improve their grounds for wildlife, and they've already put in things like a wildflower meadow. But from my point of view, what I'd love to do the most is come and help them out and help them create a little mini oasis for wildlife, and that will include a wildlife pond and some native tree and shrub planting to attract the birds, so that sound is a big part of their learning. I hope that gives you some inspiration, and let's try and get this as worldwide as we can.
I'm Jeremy Barnes, I'm the head teacher at All Saints Catholic Primary School, and it is no understatement to just say how much St Vincent's has enriched the lives of the pupils and the staff at All Saints. So thank you, St Vincent's, thank you for everything you do, and long may you be tremendous and wonderful partners to All Saints and its community.
I think what makes St Vincent's is such a special place is like open minds, open hearts. It is that thing about inviting people in and being playful with the ideas that come out of that. So I think that's a great and unique character that should be fostered everywhere.
Could I be the mustard seed from which things grew?
You can count a number of seeds in an apple, but you can't count a number of apples in a seed.
As visually and hearing impaired children, we are doing something to help nature that we may never see. What are you doing?